K.O here from Stamva, USA, and I'm with my good friend Pacho Flores, who flew in a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
From Spain?
From Spain, yeah.
But what did you do a couple days before that? Tell us what your week was.
I had a really nice week. I did my debut at the Proms in London.
Of the Brahms in London.
Yeah, was really nice.
And who was conducting?
Was conducting Domingo Indoyan. He's a Venezuelan conductor, and he's now the principal chief conductor in Liverpool Philharmonic, and recently he was designated like the new chief conductor in Los Angeles Opera.
Oh, okay.
Opera de Los Angeles. Here.
Okay. And so that was on Thursday, maybe?
On
Thursday?
August 7th.
Okay. And then you flew back to Spain.
For 1 day and a half.
1 day and a half.
Yeah.
And then you got on a plane with your wife and your son.
Yeah.
And you flew to Los Angeles.
Exactly.
And this Thursday you're playing at the Hollywood Bowl.
Exactly.
With
we are having a nice summer.
Right, a nice summer, huh? But you're not only just playing at the Hollywood Bowl because you brought your son. Tomorrow you're going to Universal Studios, right?
Exactly. We have some family plans and holidays with Pachito.
Right. And have you been to Universal Studios before?
Yes, but half day. I couldn't see the whole park because I received a call and I had to go quickly. But it was like 3 hours. It's not enough to be there.
No, it's not. That's enough time to wait in one line.
Exactly.
And then after the concert, you're going to Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
So that's all the fun Los Angeles stuff, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that's great. I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Yes.
So, at the Hollywood Bowl this time, tell everyone what you're going to be playing.
Well, I will play one of the most important trumpet concertos in the trumpet literatura. You understand?
Literature.
Exactly. Thank you so much. It's the concerto in A flat major by Alexander Arutunian. It's one of the most important pieces, and it's nice when you play this kind of energetic trumpet concertos. I will play with Gemma New. She's a conductor from New Zealand. Now I think she's in Auckland, working there with the orchestra. And well, I'm excited. I'm looking forward.
And you have rehearsal the morning of the concert,
The
right?
morning of the concert. I think Hollywood Bowl and LA Phil, they are too busy, very busy in the Hollywood Bowl and also the Walt Disney Hall.
Disney Hall, sure.
They have a couple of seasons together.
So you're going to do a rehearsal in the morning with the LA Phil, Arutunian, and then you're going to take a nap.
Of course.
Right? And then you're going to play the concert at the Hollywood Bowl in front of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people that night.
Exactly.
What does it feel like to stand on stage with a very good orchestra like the Los Angeles Philharmonic and to play for that many people?
Wow, it's a blessing for me. I feel it's important. It's a dream when the dreams come true, no? So the reality.
And you're not scared?
Well, I'm scared before, and a little bit. When I have a lot of confidence to myself, maybe the mistakes comes. I don't know, I can forget something. When I am totally convinced, 100%, I have the confidence. No, I say it's good when you have a little bit of scare.
Gives that a little edge, right?
Yeah, you are like in alert all the time. You can be focused.
Right. And how old were you when you decided you wanted to be an international soloist?
Well, I decided to be trumpet player really when I was 11. I said the music, this is really what I wanted. Of course, my father, he was a trumpet player. He was a wind band conductor and trumpet player. We had in my house all the time in the studio. He had a big studio, the wind band. I have listened to the saxophone, the trombones, oboe, bassoons, euphoniums, tuba. I had around the woodwinds all the time, especially winds, brass and woodwinds. For me, was clear the trumpet.
Right, but you could have been an orchestral trumpet player.
Yeah, I was in the Simon Bolivar Orchestra.
Right, and so what made you decide, no, I want to be in front and be the soloist?
Well, before to join the Simon Bolivar Orchestra, when I was maybe 16 or 17, when it was more clear about the trumpet repertory, I remember when I was listening the CDs by Winter Marsalis when he started to play classical stuff, when I was 15, 14 around. Also the Maurice Andre CDs, amazing, and many others. I mean, I can't remember how many trumpet players I was listening in that time, but also for me, when I joined the orchestra, it's because Maestro Abreu, the founder of El Sistema, he said, Pacho, you have to play in the orchestra. Maestro, but I want to be a soloist. I know, but you will never regret if you play in the orchestra. And he was really right. Because I consider myself like a combination between a trumpet player in the orchestra and also a soloist. No? Because normally, maybe the tradition said that if you are soloist, you don't need a big sound because you need just to play cantabile and beautiful and soft. But now is the profile of the 21st century trumpet player or musician. We need to be integral, complete, right? And you need big range. For example, sometimes I have to play a high note like Javier Gonzalez, he does. Because the trumpet concerto has these specific elements. But sometimes I have to play like a cello, like a trombone. For that reason we play with the 4-bar, right? And bigger mouthpiece at the same time. Yeah, it's a new time for the brass instruments, I think.
That's exciting.
It's exciting, and for that reason also I am promoting new repertory for the trumpet. Especially, I love to show to the people in the symphony halls my roots. For that reason, I have commissioned Arturo Márquez Trumpet Concerto, Gabriela Ortiz, she's also from Mexico, Roberto Sierra from Puerto Rico, Daniel Freiberg, 2 trumpet concertos, he's from Argentina, Efraín Osher, for example, he has brought for me like 5 pieces, 2 trumpet concertos, 1 chamber piece for trumpet and strings, and a piece for piano. It's like 24 different pieces in 6 years.
Wow.
Christian Lindbergh, he wrote for me
Right.
2 trumpet concertos.
Yeah. And when you get a new concerto, like from Christian Lindbergh or
Yeah.
from Arturo Marquez or anything new, what's the process? How
That is
the
very
process you go through?
nice question. It's a very personal and I have my own method to learn a new piece. Before play a single note, I study 100 hours without the trumpet. The
Interesting. Reading
Yeah.
the score.
Reading the score. Also, I can advance, for example, fingering positions. I can understand better about the rhythm, and it's like the brain is recording all the time. And then when I play, believe me, I need 10 days to play with the trumpet, because I have all the piece, all the structure done. And that is very important. I recommend that, not for the trumpet player, for all the musicians, for all the soloists, even the violin players. Why? Because when you start to play, to learn at a new concerto, you are studying the mistakes, with the mistakes. When you play directly with the instrument, and you are not clear still with the solfege or whatever, you can learn the mistakes at the same time. So it's better to solve in your brain, and then you play, and no contamination. This is what we, maybe I have developed or I have included that element in my life, because as a trumpet players, we are very close to the singers. We can't play 8 hours per day. It's impossible. Study, or pianist or violin. It's impossible. We can't do that. So we have to really think about the sound. And when you get the sound, you have to keep it and continue in develop. And growing up with yourself and your sound and your circumstances. Yeah?
So you get someone sends you a new concerto, and you spend about 100 hours studying it. I assume you're not only studying your part, but you're studying the parts around it, how do you fit in, all that kind of stuff. And after about 100 hours or so, now you take the trumpet out, or the different trumpets, depending on which one. When do you have it memorized? Is it memorized before you pick up the trumpet?
Almost, like 60% or 70%. Is just there.
And I don't know if you'll remember this, but I think it was it 2017 when you played the concert at the ITG in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Okay, and we went to dinner with Vicente Honorato, the founder of Stambi.
We had an amazing wine there.
We had a little bit of wine, right?
Yeah.
Right? And I asked you a question, and I knew the answer. I said, hey Pacho, I said, when you practice, I said, do you practice trumpet or do you practice music? Do you remember what you said? I remember exactly what you said.
Music.
Yeah, but do you know what you said after that?
I don't remember now. Maybe
This
too
is
much
too much wine, right?
Too much wine, maybe.
So I asked him, do you practice trumpet or music? I knew he was going to say music. But what he said after that was incredible. He said, well, K.O, I practice music. The trumpet is solved. The trumpet is solved. Do you know what that means to most mortal trumpet players like myself?
Yeah.
What do you mean by the trumpet is solved?
Wow. It's there. I don't know. It's logical. It's I don't know.
So you don't think about playing the trumpet. You think about playing music, correct?
Yes. It's solved, the trumpet. Yeah.
And you, because you've spent a lot of time practicing and you have whatever talents you've been given from God or whoever, you're not worried about the trumpet. You're worried about the music. Is that correct?
Yeah. Because if I am thinking about the trumpet and about the technique, it's because I don't have it. I have to. It's impossible to make music if you are thinking where to put the tongue, the lips, how much air you blah blah blah. This is blah blah blah. At the end, we need to separate the technical studies and music. The technical is to service the music. That makes sense in English?
The technical is to service the music.
Yeah.
And when you came here this morning, you spent about an hour or so doing technical things, right?
Yeah.
And that changes from day to day, right? Some days, I'm asking, some days takes longer to be ready than other days, correct?
Yeah.
And maybe it's quicker one day or longer another day.
That is correct.
Then when you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to move forward a little bit to the Arutunian.
Yeah.
Because I got a sneak listen this morning, and you've written a new cadenza.
Yes.
Of your own ideas. Okay, now my question to you is, we've talked about how there's differences between the English language and the Spanish language.
Yeah.
And we talk about how the Spanish language usually takes more words to say the same thing. English is more efficient.
Yeah.
We say that the Spanish has a lot of romance, right?
Too much romance.
Too much romance
but
to get to the point.
Exactly.
Okay? So when you wrote the new cadenza, were you thinking about, well, I got to have some romance, but not too much, because I got to get to the point?
Yeah.
I mean, were you thinking that at all, or what were you thinking when you were developing the new cadenza?
Well, when I have developed the cadenza was because we were planning to record our CD with Christian Lindberg in Norway, Fractales, that was released in 2019. And he told me, Pacho, please record Arutunian. Maybe long time ago, we haven't listened like a new version of Arutunian, no? And well, I said, okay, I will take the challenge, maestro, I will do that. And I was, listening, studying, and I said, I have to do a new cadenza. What I did, the most famous cadenza is by Timofey Dorchizer, the Russian trumpet player. That he did the very well known the piece, the trumpet concerto, the Arutunian. He used in the cadencia 3 different leitmotifs in the concert. And the Arutunian has, if I remember well, like 9 or 10 different leitmotifs. And he built the trumpet concerto with that. And I have used 5 different leitmotifs than Dorchizer, because the material, the musical material is there. If you have 9 or 10, he have used 3. I have 7. I have used 5 of those, and for that reason is no comparison. It's totally, but sounds like Arutunian because all the material is included in the concerto. Of course, developing new ideas. For example, Arutunian is written less than 2 octaves, and maybe beautiful for that.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 2 octaves is D, I think is the lowest, D, and B flat, the highest, no? And I developed 3 octaves and a half in the cadenza.
Nice.
Because I really play some high notes and really low tones.
Mm-hmm.
And makes sense because sometimes it's like a cello.
Right. So, of course, I'm going to go to the concert. I'm looking forward to it. But let's finish this. I don't think you've heard this story, but they asked Doc Severinsen, how come you never record, do the Arutunian live? And do you know what he said?
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to know that.
Doc Severinsen said, well, the Arutunian's not good for a live performance because it ends on a low note.